On this episode of ImmortaTech Solutions, we have a small computer instead of those big giant beige boxes. In front of me here, we have a HP thin client. So, while I unbox this, I'll briefly explain what a thin client is. So basically, this doesn't hold Windows on it. It actually remotes out. It's used in an office environment. It remotes out to another big server that has the actual partition virtual machine Windows on there. So in reality, it's almost like if you were in the 80s, you know, the dummy terminals that go out somewhere to get data and then just report to you. It's similar to that. But the reason they're called thin client is this is the whole computer. So pretty cool design here. It's actually completely toolless as well. If I want to, let me get the front out. There you go. That's your whole computer. But you get VGA, two display ports. Nice, Jim. 2 display ports. Audio in and out. Your charging port. 2 USB in the front. 4 in the front, 2 in the back, and an Ethernet port. And additionally, you have headphone and microphone access. So it's a nice little computer, and your users in that in a workplace wouldn't really see a difference. They would just see, oh, I'm logging into my computer. In reality, they're logging into this, which logs in somewhere else. So if you've ever used a virtual machine, it's like that, but a remote virtual machine, or because it might be in the same building, or it could be somewhere else. So. Basically, we're going to go through this. So it has 8 gigs of RAM, and it's got a quad-core processor. This is a HP thin client T620. So, what's the plan for this today? The plan for it is, I want to use this in my home. I got this for $30 on eBay, and we're going to see if we could use it. So basically, what's the plan for it? Why have a non-smart TV when this could be the smart portion of your TV? So, what we're going to do is we're going to make this into our smart TV. So if you have a normal, regular, old school TV, this will be the brains of it now. It's going to have YouTube and other stuff. So either through Linux or Windows, we're going to put that on here. So I think the first step is we're going to open it, and we'll see you in a second. So now we're going to install our storage into this, as it did not come with storage. Probably got taken out for some reason or another. So it's toolless design. You just pop this back cover open, get this little green switch here. Well, tool is designed to open it. That's the best way to phrase it. And then one of these sides slides off. Yep, there it is. Inside, you got your fin array to cool it, your CMOS battery, which holds your time, your Wi-Fi card. And under this little 2 screws, these 2 big screws rather, you have your lovely RAM and solid-state storage. I think these are thumb screws. Yeah, they are. So you're supposed to be like, it's supposed to be toolless if these aren't tight, but they're really tight. So you just give it a little loosen turn, and then you just pop off the little heat sink here, little heat shield, so to speak. You see, then it's supposed to just lift off. Oh, so this is not exactly accurate to what I was looking at online, honestly. So that the solid state would be under. Oh yeah, it is. It's right there. Wait, so I really didn't need to take that off, did I? Well, look, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't always edit out these blunders only because we're all learning here, and on top of that, I've never worked on a thin client, so I'll be honest with you. So it's a learning experience for me, too. I'm trying to see, can I show my customers that you can make a really nice budget home entertainment system with an old computer? Because I was just honestly, I was just browsing the internet. Oh, I see why it's the pull-out now. You got to get these clips lined up. Okay, these little clips in the board here. And then you push it that way, so you have to pull it out this way, and then line up these little clips. So we try to edit these down as little as possible, only because we want to show you it's nothing to be ashamed of if you mess up or something, you know. But anyway, that's how you learn. But yeah, basically this just holds an SSD. It looks like they had a standoff for a smaller one, so let me see if I have any small form factor ones. I think I had one in here. I had an adapter for one, but not the actual. Okay, so I think we're going to have to take this out. Oh, it's a Torx head. So now we got switch screwdrivers. Give me a second. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to give this storage, because we tried turning it on earlier. It wouldn't turn on. Basically we're going to try to give it storage and try to fix that. So this is a nice little desktop, and it has decent specs. It has 8 gigs of RAM. I mean, it's not like underpowered or anything. I think this might make a nice little system for what we're trying to do with basic web browsing and video video viewing. Sorry. Long day, guys. I know. Sorry. We're working on a Sunday for you guys, see? So basically, oh, hold on, I got stuck in there. Not my day today, huh? Come on. There we go. Guess this part's not magnetic, so you gotta really be careful when you put it in. So you line it up with your screw hole here. You put your solid state drive in. I got a 128 gig here because we really don't need that much storage. Then what you do is you twist this around until it fits. One moment while I figure out this layout here. I think maybe you just slide it in first. Huh. Oh, I see. I'm actually kind of glad that the recycler that did take the drive out actually did leave us the caddy here. That's really nice of them. A lot of times you have to like get the caddy separately and it'd be an additional cost. And what's cool about this too is it is very power efficient. It uses only like 90 watts or so. So that's really nice as well. You get power efficiency and you get the small size, which makes it ideal for a TV setup. So let's see here. Oh, now it's tightening down. So you have to put it in between. But I see now. Oh, and you get your Wi-Fi cable stuck, so be careful. Okay, your antennas are both connected still. Alrighty, and there's our storage. So now we'll see if it turns on. We'll be right back. And one other interesting fact about these thin clients, they have a little tag here that tells you about the specs. So this is a model T620, I already said that, quad-core thin client. And it was made in, usually it tells you here. It doesn't tell you, but anyway, I think it was a 2016 or something when I looked it up, so yeah, that's the information. So now that we have that, and it actually has a little sticker here that says Windows Embedded Standard, which is like a smaller, like IT version, like information technology computer, like a techie version used for like those weird tasks like I told you earlier, like remote computing. So yeah. Alright, so we're going to put this on. Give me a second. Figure out how it goes back on. There we go. And then just, I like how it's easy to work on. I do like this. RAM upgrades are easy, or replacements are easy. And it's nice because of that low power consumption. You use like a random like laptop power brick like this, or like I have this universal one here that I'm testing with. Before it wouldn't actually turn on without the RAM, without the storage. So I'm wondering if that's definitely a consideration. Oh, I remember now. I think we gotta latch these first. Yes, I think so. There we go, you just gotta bump it a little bit. And then we'll put this back, we'll lock it. Don't forget your lock. Use your little fingernail on that, and then put this back in. And you don't have to buy these without drives. You could buy these with drives too. They just might be costing a little more. And you may not be as likely to find them only because of security standards in the electronics recycling industry. So we have everything set up. Let's look at the screen and see if this turns on now.
A moment of truth.
Oh, did I unplug my monitor? Oh, I must have. Yeah, maybe. Let's see. Huh. Give me a second while I troubleshoot this. Oh, I see. It is unplugged, yeah. Oh, that's the light. Okay. I was messing with the plugs earlier because I needed to use it. There we go. Alright, well, it turned on now. Oh, wrong power adapter. That's a Dell. This, guys, is why sleep is important. Oh, I heard something turn on there. Nothing yet. Oh, because I unplugged it. I thought I still had that one plugged in. Sorry, guys. 1 minute. Technical difficulties. All right. Now that we have the charger, and we're gonna plug it in where my phone was, and we'll see if this thing turns on. You see, it turns on for a second, but then it doesn't turn on. So we'll also try the HP here. It's a little bit undervolted, but it'll work plug-wise. So we'll see if that helps. It's like it wants to. Oh? No. Oh? Yeah, there it is. It's just silent. Interesting. Alright, so now that we know the HP plug works, problem is it's a little under voltage. I think this thing needs, so this thing's just being finicky, I guess, but this thing technically needs 19.5 volts with 3 amps, and this has 19 volts with 4 amps. But amperage-wise, it will use what it needs, but voltage you can't be over on. If you're under on, that's not going to hurt anything. So what we'll do is we'll plug this in, and we'll see our specs here. So let me get the keyboard attached, 1 second. And then we'll see our specifications here and see, can we put something on here to make it a nice little home computer. Oh yeah, so that turns on and that's your solid state drive light. And there it is. It looks like a little computer. It's a little HP. See? No boot discs found. Well yeah, because we didn't install anything on here. Let's turn it off again. And I want to get into the BIOS if there is any, so we're going to do escape, delete, F2, stuff like that. Ah, there we go. Are they seeing the screen all right?
Yes.
Do you want to move it over here if it's easier for them to see, or is it straight on enough?
Yeah, I mean, if you want me to zoom in a little bit, I can.
All right, so yeah, we got our date and time, all this different stuff. I want to see about the system. 2015, 2016, yep. And this is a quad-core computer. Does it tell us the specs? It's got Radeon. It's an AMD GX 415GA. SoC, which is socket on chip, I think, or something like that. It's a really small processor. So let me do some research and we'll see what we'll put on here. We'll be right back. Alright, so we're back. We have a game plan now, and I'm more excited. So, what we have here is our little computer, and I'm thinking, hey, so it is a 4-core processor, so it's a quad-core processor. It's got good, in other words, it's not a bad processor, but it only uses like 15 watts. And a normal laptop power brick is 65 to 90, depending on what laptop you're using. So basically, this is a very low-power, energy-efficient computer that's not made to run Windows by default. It's made to run some sort of embedded version that then goes out somewhere, grabs data, and then pulls it back down from a database or a server or whatever. Like the cloud, if you want to think of it that way, except the local version of the cloud. But can I put Windows 11, a modified version of Windows 11 on there using the Rufus tools and no TPM 2.0 requirements and things like that? So, here's what we're going to do. First I'm going to plug it in, obviously. No, I'm just going to leave it over here. No. So, what we're going to do... Oh, don't fall. Okay, so I want to see, now that we're still in the BIOS here, I want to see, so it's got quad-core CPU, a small embedded or like socket on a chip, which is like a smaller version of a processor. It's got 1.5 gigahertz, so it's a slower speed and it's smaller and uses less wattage, even more than a laptop CPU chip. It's even smaller than that processor chip. But basically, to make it easy for everybody to understand and not technical, it's a low wattage, lightweight and power efficient computer. I was trying to think of how to say it, so give me a second, but yeah. Okay, so we should see the boot order here now. So it's got UEFI and Legacy, which is nice. So you could technically do something else with this as well, like a dual boot between XP and 11, but we're just going to make it modern for the sake of this video to make it our home theater PC. And then we'll do a little faux setup with an extra Vizio TV we got. So I'm going to see the security here. There should be... So there's secure boot. It says Windows. Yeah, so this is like a Windows 8 type thing. So we're going to disable legacy boot. We're going to enable secure boot. Alright, and fast boot's enabled. So we're going to go F10. We're going to apply default. We're going to save changes and exit. And then we're going to try to get to the HP boot key, which I believe is either delete, or no, actually be escape, because you're trying to get to the menu. And then we're going to do boot device options, F9. It sees my USB disk. So from there, we're going to see if it boots onto Windows 11 installer. It's honestly a capable machine for how small it is, and it's silent. I don't think there's any fans in here. It just kind of radiates the heat.
Yeah, I don't hear anything.
It's so silent and it's so small, it'd be perfect for a media computer. So worst comes worst, if it doesn't run 11, we'll try to find the next best Linux distro, as we do want this to be secure, though you could put Windows 10 on it, but you may eventually lose browser usability. So there's that. So yeah, we're going to see what this does. Let's give it a few minutes and we'll get back to you. Alright guys, so we're back after a somewhat slow Windows installation because it is a budget, not powerful device. But Windows 11 is running on a thin client, which is already impressive as it is. And you can go and watch your YouTube videos. I had to put it down a little bit, like 240p, but that's not bad. Especially for Crab Rave, which is, Oh, get out of here, OneDrive. We're not putting OneDrive on this computer, alright? You can see we could do some YouTube streaming, some basic YouTube streaming. For 30 bucks, it ain't bad. Plus you get like a $10 SSD, like 40 bucks. Then get the charger, okay, 50 bucks. But 50 bucks, you got a thin client. You can watch some Crab Rave, which is a very famous YouTube video. But let's say you want to do movie streaming, you don't want this. How is this going to be a streaming computer then? I found something called Stream.io online. And supposedly it makes your TV, or computer in this case, look like a TV. So if we look at this here, full screen it, and it's very snappy. The 8 gigs of RAM helps. The main limitation's the processor, but yeah, like Black Phone, there's some like good movies here. I think you just click them and then it helps you find how to watch them or who has them currently. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. And I guess you'd have to make an account with them, but there's different apps like this. The point I'm trying to make is like South Park, I don't know, Superman movie, Frankenstein, and it looks like you're on your smart TV or a Hulu or like a Hulu type like thing you plug into the back of your TV. But in reality, it's this little guy. So thanks for watching ImmortaTech Solutions, and have a great day.